Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My videos is for all English literature students preparing for NET and SET exam. Harriet Beecher Stowe. Harriet Beecher Stowe was an American author and abolitionist. Her pen name is Christopher Profit. She wrote 300 books including novel, travel memoir, collection of articles and letters. Her father was minister. Her mother was an advocate of women's education. In 1825, she moved to Ohio, where she experienced slavery. Once, 1852, Uncle Tom's Cabin. 1856, Dread, The Tale of the Great Dismal Swamp. 1859, The Minister's Boy. 1862, The Pearl of Woods Island, a story of the coast of Maine. Uncle Tom's Cabin. Uncle Tom's Cabin, or Life Among the Lovely, is an anti-slavery novel. It was published in 1852 in two volumes. It was originally published as a serial in the National Era in 1851 and ended in 1852. The novel is set in the American South, Kentucky and Louisiana. Before entering into characters, I would like to let you know about three families in the story. Uncle Tom, Chloe and their two children, Arthur Shelby, Emily Shelby and their son George Shelby, Eliza, George Harris and their son Harry Harris. Now let's get into the characters and their roles in the story. Uncle Tom, slave and protagonist of this novel. He is close towards the other slaves and he respects them. He takes care of each and every slave that he meets. He believes in God. Chloe, who is Tom's wife, and she is cook to Emily Shelby. Arthur Shelby, Tom's master. Arthur Shelby is Tom's first master. Emily Shelby, Arthur's wife. They never mistreat slaves. George Shelby, who is son to Arthur and Emily Shelby. He is so loving and caring towards Uncle Tom. Mr. Haley, slave trader, who buys Tom at the beginning of the novel. Eliza, who is Emily's mate. George Harris, who is Eliza's husband. They both are loving and caring towards each other and their son, Harry Harris. Simon Levy, who is Tom's master, he's so cruel towards Tom. And at the end of the novel, he is the reason behind Tom's death. Now let's get into summary of this novel, Uncle Tom's Cabin. Arthur Shelby's Plantation. The story begins in Arthur Shelby's plantation in Kentucky, where Arthur Shelby is in debt. So he decides to sell Tom and Harry to Mr. Haley. But Arthur Shelby's wife, Emily Shelby, doesn't know about this, and she promised Eliza that she will never sell her son. Now Mr. Haley purchases Tom, and when he is searching of Harry, he comes to know that Eliza and George Harris took Harry with them and they escaped. When he comes to know about it, Mr. Haley sends Tom Locker to bring back Eliza, George and Harry Harris. At the meantime, we see that Mr. Haley takes Tom in the ship, where Tom meets Eva and be friends with her. When Eva is drowning in the river, Tom saves Eva. As Eva's father, St. Clair, is happy that Tom saved his daughter, Claire buys Tom. When Claire goes to meet his cousin Ophelia, Ophelia is a person who is against slavery and who never wanted his brother to have slaves. Topsy, a young black slave. As Ophelia opposed Claire for bringing Tom a slave, to divert her, he brings Topsy to make her educate. So Ophelia is now interested to educate Topsy and she forgets about Tom. On the other side, we know that George and Lisa has escaped. They were helped by the Quakers. Now we see that Tom Locker comes to know about George and Elisa. To save his family, George sues Tom Locker and they escaped again. Strange Claire's daughter Eva died. She's so weak, so she died. After her death, he decides to set Tom free and to return him back to George Shelby, son of Arthur and Emily Shelby. But Claire was stabbed in a fight and he died. Now St. Clair's wife, Mary, sells Tom to Simon Legree. Simon Legree is so cruel towards him. He comes to know about Emily and Cassie, who are Simon's sex slaves. And he heard about Cassie's story, that she had a daughter and when she was pregnant, she killed her own child because she never wanted her children to experience slavery as she lost her daughter. And she doesn't know about that daughter. Where is she? How is she? And listening to her story, Tom wanted Emily and Cassie to escape from Simon Legree. So he planned for it and made them escape. When Cassie and Emily escape, Simon Legree comes to know about this plan and he beaten Tom to death and so he was in deathbed. Now George Shelby comes to buy Tom to take him with himself. But Tom is in deathbed. He can't move and he died. We see that Cassie's daughter Eliza, when she meets in the boat that Eliza, George are escaping, Cassie meets Eliza and she decides, she comes to know that Eliza is her daughter. They are reunited as per Tom's wish. Now George Shelby, coming to his farm back, he decides to set all the slaves free. And we also come to know that George Shelby's father, Arthur Shelby, died. So he sets all the slaves free and tells them that be like Tom, be like Uncle Tom. And George Shelby couldn't accept that he lost his Uncle Tom, his friend Tom, right? This is how the story is. Now let's move to the question part. Name the subtitle of the 1852 anti-slavery novel Uncle Tom's Cabin by the American writer Harriet Beecher Stowe. Option A, The Plight of the Blacks. Option B, A Man Against Slavery. Option C, Life Among the Lonely. Option D, Story of the Downtrodden. Answer to this question is option C, Life Among the Lonely. Who are the characters that appear in Uncle Tom's Cabin as slave? Option A, Topsy, Eva, Claire. Option B, Uncle Tom, Eva, Harry. Option C, Uncle Tom, Topsy, Cassie. Option D, Uncle Tom, Topsy, and George. Answer to this question is option C, Uncle Tom, Topsy, and Cassie. Uncle Tom, who's a slave to Arthur Shelby, Simon Legree, right? Topsy, who's a black slave, when she was taught by Ophelia about how to read, how to write, right? Cassie, who's a stick slave to Simon Legree. From here you can see Topsy, Eva, stained Claire, who has bought Topsy, and Uncle Tom, so he's not a slave. Option B, Uncle Tom, Eva, and Harry. You can also see that Eva, who is St. Clair's daughter, and Mr. Harry, who has bought Uncle Tom, the beginning of the novel. And option D, Uncle Tom, Topsy, who is also a slave again, George, who is son to Arthur Shelby and Alicia. So thank you for watching this video.